It is my intention to convey to you a message concerning the Pi network, which has the potential to completely alter your point of view. Despite the fact that this initiative has captivated the imagination of millions of people, it continues to be met with skepticism. Some people think that it is a hoax, a fake, or just another concept that will pass quickly. With that being said, I am here today to contradict that narrative and demonstrate to you why Pi Network is worthy of a second look. Before we begin, let's talk about the criticism. Misunderstandings or impatience are frequently the root causes of the pessimism that people have toward Pi Network. A lot of people disregard it without acknowledging the accomplishments it has made or the audacity of its goal. Permit me to walk you through a calendar of significant milestones that highlight how Pi Network has continuously delivered on its commitments, despite the fact that some deadlines were postponed. When I consider the road that Pi Network has taken, there is one thing that cannot be denied. They have fulfilled their commitments. I have been following Pi Network for many years. Pi Network's mission was to revolutionize the cryptocurrency space, and it began with the debut of the mobile mining app in 2019, which marked the beginning of Phase 1. During that time period, the concept of mining Bitcoin on a mobile phone appeared to be almost too unbelievable to be real. However, they were able to make it happen by releasing an initial prototype that enabled users, who were referred to as pioneers, to mine Pi directly from their mobile devices. The vision was established at the time that the initial white paper was published in March of 2019, and the journey consequently started. The second phase, which began in March 2020, and was known as the testnet phase, following that. Laying the groundwork was the primary focus during this time period. Experimenting with the testnet, transferring Pi within a controlled setting, and witnessing the community's growth are all things that I vividly recall from those days. It was during this time that Pi Network started distributing nodes all over the world, which encouraged developers to experiment with Test Pi. At that moment, we had the impression that we were a part of something revolutionary, a movement that went beyond merely being another cryptocurrency. Things became much more interesting during the third phase of the project. The Mainnet phase, which started in December 2021 and is still going on today, is currently in progress. At first, there was a period of time when the Mainnet was closed off, and connectivity to the outside world was restricted. It was of the utmost importance for pioneers to finish the Know Your Customer processes and move their mined Pi to the live blockchain at this essential moment. It is true that the delays that occurred during this phase were quite annoying, yet it was reassuring to see the Pi Network team concentrating on developing applications and utilities that were designed for this confined setting. The launch of many products, such as the Pi Browser, Pi Wallet, Pi Chats, Fireside Forum, and Brainstorm app marked the beginning of the ecosystem's consolidation and development. There was a distinct function offered by each of these, ranging from the facilitation of transactions to the promotion of community discussions and the development of collaborative applications. Something that stands out in particular is the Pi Browser. As a gateway to Pi's version of Web3, which was developed exclusively for Pi applications, it functions in a similar manner. Observing the process by which this ecosystem is being constructed from the ground up in order to cater to the specific requirements of Pi Network is a fascinating experience. In a similar vein, the Pi Wallet has been a game changer since it provides a safe and decentralized method of storing and transferring Pi. The fact that these tools are not only useful demonstrates that Pi Network is committed to the objective it has set for itself. Taking into consideration the current state of affairs, I can't help but feel pleased about the forthcoming milestone, which is the open mainnet. Around this phase, which is scheduled to take place around the first quarter of 2025, the firewalls that are currently in place will be removed and external connectivity with other networks and wallets will be enabled. When this happens, Pi Network will have officially entered the world stage, which will make it possible for more people to access and integrate it. Delays have without a doubt been a part of the trip. Nevertheless, I regard them as a demonstration of the team's dedication to doing things correctly rather than hurrying in order to meet deadlines. I am aware that perhaps some of you are sick of waiting. Believe me when I say that I've experienced my fair share of problems. On the other hand, when I take a step back and investigate the wider picture, I see a project that is gradually constructing something that is significant. Whether it was the debut of the mobile mining app, the successful completion of the testnet phase, or the ongoing advances in the mainnet, each milestone that was accomplished demonstrates that Pi Network is not only about hype. The objective is to establish a cryptocurrency ecosystem that is both sustainable and decentralized. It is possible that skeptics will argue that Pi Network is nothing but chatter, but the data suggests that this is not the case. They have continuously released tools and programs that empower their community, such as hackathons that drive invention and developer platforms that facilitate collaboration. These characteristics are not indicative of a fraudulent scheme. Rather, they are indications that a project is establishing a solid basis for the future. In the event that you are still skeptical, I would like to invite you to consider the following. Why would a con artist bother with a development process that is so strong and transparent? Why would you want to invest in tools and applications that improve user engagement and the functionality of ecosystems? Despite the fact that scams thrive on rapid gains and disappear when inspection is intensified, Pi Network has been around for years, steadily growing and adjusting to new circumstances. Not only is Pi Network a cryptocurrency, but it also represents something else to me. It is a vision for a digital economy that is more sustainable and available to more people. The mobile mining concept alone answers some of the most significant concerns that have been leveled against traditional cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, which are dependent on mining operations that need a significant amount of electricity. Pi's approach to energy efficiency not only lessens its impact on the environment by lowering its carbon footprint, but it also democratizes mining by making it available to anybody who possesses a smartphone. In order to successfully handle the difficulties posed by climate change and inequality, the world requires the kind of creativity that is described here. As we get closer to the open mainnet, I can't help but feel hopeful about the future. The achievement of this milestone has the potential to convert Pi Network from a promising startup into a key player in the world of cryptocurrencies. Indeed, there are dangers involved, and being successful is not a given. Nevertheless, this is true for any endeavor that is worth pursuing. What is important is that Pi Network is providing us with something that is unusual, something that challenges the status quo and pushes the boundaries of what is possible.